I started this trip 54 years ago as an 8-year-old boy, watching footage of the Dalai Lama arriving in India in 1959, footage supplemented with scenes of Buddhist temples and snow-covered peaks. Today, traffic hold-ups caused by Chinese improvements of the freight road to India have not spoilt my joy of being on the Tibetan plateau. This is not China. Yes, it is now called the Western Tibetan Prefecture of Ganzi, part of Sichuan Province, but for me, this is the real Tibet. A Tibet separated from China by thousands of years of tradition and a unique culture. A country where those old ideals are still alive. The air is thin, but the people are still strong, despite that air being polluted by the endless stream of lorries, returning mostly empty from India. They have delivered those cheap Chinese goods we all crave, but China wants nothing but the raw ingredients required to fuel their economy and to make more. Life here on the Tibetan plateau goes on much as it always has, and slowly the Tibetans are learning how to work with and exploit their Chinese overlords. They are a resilient people. Finally, after 9 hours on the road, we get a view of the beautiful Lithang county, a land in many ways lost in time, governed by the strict rules of Tibetan Buddhism, a stronger code of living than any communist manifesto. The monastery is the heart of the town, and in the hills above it, sky burials still take place. The dead are cut up and fed to vultures, perhaps the ultimate green burial. In the streets of Lithang, other scavengers play their part, to live in harmony with their surroundings, just as the Tibetans have learned to live with their Chinese dictators. The people have had enough of eating the leftovers of their so-called masters. They are ready to reclaim this land. They want to walk proud in bright sunshine under the vivid blue skies of their mountain kingdom. Pencil lines on maps cannot define people's heritage. Respect for their ancestors and a Buddhist outlook that the next life will be better are important to them. This does not exclude the fact they need to make a success of this life they are given. Now, take some time to see everyday life in Lithang town. A life where young people can still have fun, and ordinary Tibetan folk carry on the way they have for centuries. Simple market trading and interacting with their neighbours. Proud of their traditional costume and language, and a sense of gratitude for the bountiful harvest of food their land provides. These are Tibetans, not Chinese. They may rely on Chinese means of transport, but they know who they are, a strong, independent people, a people with thousands of years of history and a faith which has burned in them since the time of the Lord Buddha. The Tibetans of Lithang may not benefit from China's economic boom. Many young and old may spend their days sitting idly in the streets, but this is not a defeated people. Tibetan monks have political influence, and the young cowboys are proud of their lawless tradition. Albeit that today they have new steeds. Lithang remains the horse capital of Tibet. It is a Wild West town, but it is watched by a Chinese sheriff.